After a crazy death last time out in From, it was the season 3 finale. It's time to look at some even crazier From season 3 finale theories over on Reddit. Welcome back to the channel. So, if you want more explained to you about this show and this season 3 finale, you might get the answers that you were craving in this video. But we're going to begin with a simple thing: knowledge comes with a cost. Rest in peace, Jim Matthews. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, Jim said we shouldn't do it, and we did it. Now, Smiley came out naked, unsurprisingly. I wonder what clothes he'll be wearing in season 4, and if it will be any clues around the 50s clothes worn by the rest of the monsters. If he wears new/modern clothes, maybe it means the 50s is the last time the From residents managed to kill all the monsters. End of quote. Potentially. See how much shit gets done when they talk to each other. The scene where Jade, Jim, and Tarifa were outside and she told him about the sacrificed children was hilarious. As soon as she told him, I was thinking he should have just screamed at her and asked why he's just finding this out. And he screams at From Phil. Laugh my arse off. This is my favourite episode of the entire series. It was a very funny scene for Jade. Wondering if the guy Jade saw with the missing eye in the forest, in brackets, when Christy get caught in the bear trap, relates to Elgin losing his eye. Since it seems anyone with visions of the place before is reincarnated and returns, maybe that guy missing the eye is Elgin reincarnated and was not the only one he fated to return to from Phil, but always fated to lose an eye. So, yeah, I mean, it seems like the only people that do have visions of the place are reincarnated. Could that be Randall as well? I mean, Julie's kind of seeing visions. Lucy, Marielle is seeing visions. Could all these people be like that? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at the end of this show if it. But then I think I was going to say maybe you've got like a situation where everybody is like reincarnated versions and they always end up going back. But the problem with that is for me is that there's so many people in From that you don't even know the name of, and it's just like like it's like a community. It's like The Walking Dead when you've got Alexandria. Yeah, you've got a bunch of named people, but then you've got a bunch of people you don't know. For everyone to have like an important role and to be reincarnated, it seems a wee bit ridiculous. Um, Wog Surfer says the man in yellow is featured in the drawings during the credits. It's effectively scary, honestly. The plot for the final episode was awesome. Cannot wait for season 4. It will be so long. You know, it will be. It will be. I've been a silent reader all this time, but guys, it's been an honor to take this journey with you all. Maybe continue our way soon in 2026. It's really nice and entertaining to see both subreddits and all of you guys' discussions. I hope this series will catch many new eyes and more to feel the mystery where it's from. Cheers. Julie's wig was so bad. Fuck, it was, but I mean, honestly, like, what would you rather? Like, good television or the wig looking bad or looking good and poor television? You know what I mean? Like, who cares? I wish all episodes had the same pace as episode 10, don't we all? This episode was kind of a redemption for the season for me. Season 3 was a bit of a roller coaster, but this was amazing. New boss in town. Also, Jade saying, "What's the fucking blast radius on this evil music?" That was another funny scene. Jade is very funny, but I think for too long he's kind of just been lost in his own like ways. But this was good. What a shame that instead of confronting Elgin, just wait a minute and followed him. Julie could be more scissored. They could have just followed him actually. Dad, I come from the future because you're going to get killed. Let's run. Yeah, she could have been more to the point. Like, anyway, we'll end with this guy, who has a lot of bullet points right here, ready to discuss. This is from Forbidden Taco 69. Pretty funny name. This is the first bullet point. Man in Yellow is the entry. He promised the town that he would live forever if they sacrificed the children. Monsters get stitched up and now stuck in his pocket dimension for eternity where he brings in people for them to fuck around with. But, like, he's the entry. Well, how's that work? Where are we? There's so many questions that need answered, but it's like, it's just such an intriguing show. And it is, like, lost to a degree, but it's like, with Lost being an island and you knew it was, like, in the Pacific somewhere, it always felt real, even though I know like the longer Lost goes on, it like, oh, it's not real. It's kind of this magical place, and I feel like with From, it's like for the get go, you knew it was this fucked up place that you couldn't get out of, so it's automatically a mess. Second bullet point: the man in yellow isn't a fan of the bottle tree song. Apparently, summoning the children allows the reincarnations to remember what happened during the sacrifice, likely leading them to have more knowledge on how to defeat the entity. I wonder if the man in yellow is responsible for the original massacre, as this has never been really clarified. Victor said it was Christopher, but as we know, Victor's memory sucks. It does. But again, like maybe for like Smiley to be brought back and other monsters, you need to play that song as well. And it appeared that the man in yellow wasn't a fan of the Bottle Tree song, but maybe he is. Maybe that's what summoned him and got him out in the opening. But we'll see how it goes. And bullet point number 3. The boy in white wanted Christopher to go through the tree. Why? I believe Jade Slash's beef in all previous versions are the only ones who can leave from Philadelphia the faraway trees. Like, why couldn't he just play the music instead? Why do you specifically have to go through the tree like Tabifa had done so later on? The Angui children are responsible for bringing in the reincarnations of the original Jade and Tabifa. Whether or not there are other reincarnations, I don't know. The boy in white, my guess is he's a good entity manifested by the souls of the Angui kids. What goes with the settlement? The talisman like statues imply it's protecting the settlement. Maybe this is where Eloise lives. Could be. But there's so many questions, and that's what I love about the show, man. It's like you could actually. Yeah, it's gonna be a long wait to 2026, but there's so many fids to be made, man. Fantastic.